need a good old-fashioned trucking.
I've been thinking about the sun coming up, about the sun on the horizon. I've been thinking about the sun coming up, about the sun on the horizon. I spend one day at the Flying J, another at Loves the Roadies. Stop the clock as I pull from the dock with 18 wheels below me. Rubber road and steel, I live behind the wheel. Just let me tell you all about the places I have been. The interstates are calling, the miles they are a-falling, and I get to the hauling every time I get inside my rig and drive. I've been thinking about the double clutch life, about the double clutch life I'm living. I've been thinking about the double clutch life, about the double clutch life I'm living. Rain and snow, hot and cold, the catnap scales are black and gold. Every day I color my book and keep the BOT behind me. Rubber road and steel, I live behind the wheel. Just let me tell you all about the places I've been. The interstates are calling, the miles they are falling, and it will take no time before I jake break down that road to home again. And I've been thinking about the sun going down, about the sun going down behind me. I've been thinking about the sun going down, about the sun going down behind me. One day I'm gonna lean on back, I'm gonna lean on back beside you. One day I'm gonna leave that road, I'm gonna leave that road behind me. Rubber road and steel, I live behind the wheel. Just let me tell you all about the places I have been. The interstates are calling, the miles they are a-falling, and it will take no time before I hold you in my loving arms again. The canyons, Arizona, the lakes of Minnesota, and I will keep this country rolling every time I get behind the wheel.
I don't hear anything, Bill, if you're there.
We tried to do something upbeat, and it came pretty...
All right, cool. I don't hear anything. I can hear you, and that's about it. And was the music playing and everything? Cool. I can actually see your live feed. Hello, everyone. I'm turning down the volume. All right.
Okay.
Hello, Bill.
You should be able to hear me now, people. My bad. I forgot to unmute my microphone. Rookie maneuvers, Jack. Rookie maneuvers.
That's right.
So as I said first, I have the great honor of having Indiana Jack on my channel for a live interview. I've got a list of questions of my own that I'm going to ask, and then we'll take questions from you guys. This is, I mean, thanks for doing this with me. This is awesome. Let's see. All right, Jack.
Are you able to hear or should we be able to see on the side panel of the comments, Bill?
Yeah, it should be coming up. I just had to reload it.
Okay.
But it's coming up.
I just invited my page, so a lot of people from my page will be coming over. I didn't share it on my YouTube page yet, though. That would be good.
That might be a good idea. So while you guys are sitting there in the comments, think of the questions that you got for Jack. Jason Stacy says that Indiana Jack is the Marlon Brando of YouTube truckers.
Just so you know, Will, I can only see the screen of my truck and your logo also. Still can't see you, but that's all right. Can't see your page.
Oh no, I think it's dropping. Why is it dropping? Don't drop. I'm gonna have to connect to my. I'm gonna have to hotspot my phone here. Unfortunately, you can't.
Okay.
We should be back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's refresh this chat, and we should be back.
But with a new link, right?
Yes, sir.
Do I need to share a new link on Facebook? All right.
There we go. We are back. We're live again.
All right.
Jay Cannell's in the chat room. Don't give me crap, Jay. Okay? You know how touchy this stuff can be. And I'll actually move my phone up by the Wii Boost. Should give us better quality. Hey guys, make sure that you all share this link out to your pages and everything. And then what I'm going to do actually here is I'm going to bring up, where's that at? Where did I put that link at? All right, there, crazy Indiana trucker. Yeah, Pierre Hall, what's going on, man? How are you? I know you're an Indiana Jack fan.
Hello, Pierre.
Pierre is Large Cars Mafia on Instagram, Jack.
Awesome. I know him well. I see him all the time. That's awesome. Love your pictures, man.
Tim Marone
I'm actually trying to share this on Instagram.
Tim Marone says, hello, Jack.
What was that?
They're saying Indiana Jack for president.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Are you ready? Are you ready to be president, Jack?
Absolutely. What does it mean?
Jay Cannell is saying hello to you. A lot of people saying hello.
Hello, Jay Cannell. I haven't talked to Jay in about, I'm going to say, 5 years. I didn't even know you were still alive.
That's funny.
Just kidding. You know what's going to work at what?
You're
I think I have the main. I can see the feed, and I can see the feed of everybody.
Yeah, you should be able to see the
Thanks,
questions
Danny.
and comments coming in.
I do. I do.
Alrighty, well, guys, I have a list of questions. I've got a list of questions for Jack, and then we'll take some of your questions after we get through these 10 that I have. I got 10 questions. Feel free to please leave your comments as we keep going here. I know Jack's video is a little blurry, but the audio should be just fine. And so let's get started. First of all, Jack, I do want to state that you were the first one to ever put me in one of their videos. You're the first one to ever put me in a video when I started on YouTube. And it was a video you did called Don't Ask Me, Ask a Trucker. And I had a little cameo in there. I don't know if you remember that.
I remember it. I remember I was in Florida going to South Carolina. So yes, I remember being impressed by your little, how you had the camera set up, and you looked very professional just the way that you set up the shot. That's kind of, were pretty good.
Well, I appreciate it. So
that was a few years ago.
It was a few years ago. So why don't you tell us what's going on with your channel right now? What are people seeing over there?
All right, I just finished a few summer videos, I call them. One was my nephew singing Stand By Me. I don't know if you saw that. That kind of started everything off. For a kid, he did really good. I made a full-on video of him singing, and that started off the summer. Then we moved into Drenched in Diesel, which is playing now, and then a new one that opened today, and then next week will be another one. So there's a lot happening, a lot of videos to see over at my channel.
And so I've always wondered this. I don't know if you've ever really put it out there, but what got you into like wanting to make content for YouTube?
Well, that goes back to the 70s. Do we have a lot of time?
I think we have like unlimited time, but I think we want to keep it.
I only have 30 minutes. I think everyone would fall asleep, but I first got a camera back in 1978, just a little Bell & Howell movie camera, a super movie camera. I wanted to make films, and I started back then, and I went and worked for Universal Studios, which was a dream for me to be able to do. I worked there just for 2 years, and I, found out how they made movies. I watched directors, how they did it, where they mounted the cameras, how they did everything, and that was kind of my beginning into it. And so I've been doing little projects all these years from there, and then I put all that information into trucking.
Do you have?
I see a lot of friendly faces passing by here. Tom Allen, he's a big supporter. Hello, Tom.
Yeah, there's a lot of people coming through the chat right there. Definitely a lot of people. Pale Rider's in there. Ike Stevens is in there. Just to name some of the YouTubers. I'm seeing Tom Baffa. Cherie, I don't know how to say Cherie's last name. Ty Har is in there. But what out of all of the videos you've made this far, do you have a favorite, or are you or do you have the same emotional connection with each video? Because I think people make a connection with the video.
No, to the person that's making the film, connection isn't just something, it's the experience they had while making it. And what's always at the top of my list, even though it's not a viewed video, it was a situation where I was rather new at night, but I had brought Old Red, my truck here. I went to a customer, and the doors were wide open, but there were no humans inside. So I started walking around the whole warehouse. No one in the warehouse. Merchandise all over. Beautiful merchandise. I started shouting at everyone. No one was in the building, so I went in the front office. So I decided to shooting it, and I did. And after a couple of hours trying to find people, and no one's in the whole place. So I called the corporate office in Indianapolis, and I had told them the situation, that I had free reign in their building that was completely empty. And I talked with them for quite a while about it. And just go ahead and keep the doors open. And so that's what I did, and I made a video about it. And it's called Twilight Zone, because I really felt like I was in the Twilight Zone at that point. So I have to, even though that's a short one, that has to be one of my favorite videos, just because of what happened.
So the Twilight Zone. So guys, if your connection keeps breaking up a little bit, Jack. I don't know if your audio is coming through for everybody, but he said that the Twilight Zone is definitely, if you had to pick a favorite, that'd be one of them for sure.
I can hear you fine, of course.
Yeah, it's the audio coming back.
We lost people.
Yeah, the feed, the audio keeps going in and out there for a little bit, but we're still live, so it's a little broken
up.
Hello,
Pale Rider, I see you out there.
What's your favorite camera to shoot with right now? Like, what are you using to shoot with primarily?
You know, the majority of the videos I make with my cell phone.
Right.
I have several other cameras that I have. I have the standard GoPro, which everyone uses. This is a cable when I buy it. When I mount it to the side of my truck, I always have a safety cable. So if I lose the camera, I don't lose the footage. Because the footage is the most important thing. Who cares about the camera, right?
Right.
Then I have just this little basic Canon camera. It's an older video camera. They don't even make it anymore. But what I do is just cell phone. I have a Samsung, let's just say, and people always ask me what they should do. Do you sit hearing, Bill?
Yeah, give me let me try to restart our connection just between me and you. I'm going to hang up and call you right back and see if that fixes it.
Okay.
Let me try this one more time here, guys. See if this fixes the problem. It says it's connecting right up here. Come on, Jack, where you at? you at, Jack? Jack! Come back! Come back, Jack! Come back! How would I rate the quality? Horrible. Oh, there he is. See what happens here. There you are.
All right. Can you hear me?
That's a little better. A little bit better, I think.
Can you hear me now?
Are we getting paid to promote Verizon now? Is that what we're doing?
Right. That's what I was saying. So I get so much email from people asking me how to start a channel and what cameras to buy. Don't buy $1,000 cameras. Just use your cell phone to start out with, and buy a really good cell phone so you can take good quality pictures. That's my opinion. I think we lost. That might be the other connection.
Yeah, your connection.
Are you still there?
I'm still here. Your connection is still fuzzy.
Okay.
You still sound pretty fuzzy. Let me see here. What was one of the other questions I had? I don't want to get too deep into it.
Wait a minute. Does anybody have any questions or anything like that? If you want to ask questions, this would be thing to put them right in the comments.
Go
ahead, Bill.
There was a good question. Catherine Wright asked, how do you decide what to film?
Good question, Catherine Wright. You know what I do? I film everything. So, if it's mode, sometimes I don't want it. If I'm, if I see something interesting, I shoot it. Like the other day, I saw, I haven't seen one of those in a long time. I didn't care who saw me filming a praying mantis, but I wanted to shoot that praying mantis, and I did in a film. So just film everything. That way we sort of edit things to put in your film. Things.
Let's see. There's another one. Okay, Pierre asks. He has a two question comment here. How long have you been trucking, and how long do you see yourself continuing to drive?
I got my CL in Florida in 2007. So in here now, I have a little over a million.
Hey, Jack, to cut you off for a second, try moving your phone. Try moving your phone to a different location. The audio just keeps getting worse. I think you're in a really weak spot with it.
All right. Your types. How about that?
A little better. I don't know.
I have five.
Well, it's lying to you. The phone's lying to you, Jack.
Okay. Thank you, Verizon.
Everything was going good when we tried it out to start with, and then it started dragging down for some reason. Are you hot spotting onto something? Maybe if you turn that stuff off, I don't know.
No, the phone is on a separate connection than the iPad. So no, it's got its own connection. Can you hear it?
Okay, it's getting better now. Your video actually unfroze. So okay, go ahead, Jack. When did you start driving, and how long do you see yourself going with it?
All right, good question. I started in 2007, And so just about 10 years now. And I'm going as long as I can. I'm still enjoying it. Still enjoying the, the filming part of it too. So I enjoy sharing that with you guys. But every day seems like a vacation still. My friends ask me that all the time. Does this feel like a vacation? And I'm going to say yes. Can you hear me, Bill?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sounding good right now.
All right, cool.
Tom Alice says Jack's photos are so unique that they're almost like paintings. So
Tom always has good things to say, and I appreciate you. As I told you many over the years, Tom, thank you very much. Always appreciate your comments. And by the way, having to do with that, those are taken on my cell phone also. So
it's all cell
you
phone
can take
stuff.
really good pictures. Yeah, you can take just as good of pictures with your cell phone. So don't be discouraged because you don't have a $1,000 SLR camera.
Crazy Indiana Trucker says he'd like to know where to go to make better intros for his channel because both of us have a good intro, but he hasn't found a good place to go yet.
What does he mean by where to go? You mean like the editing software or where to shoot a good intro?
I think he means where to get one done at because I mean, there's two different. Jack made his. I had mine made for me. But there's a website that you can check out.
I was gonna suggest that you make his. Will, you want to do that? Make him one?
we could. I don't see why one of us couldn't make him one. I'm more than happy to do it.
Hey, I have a suggestion for you. What was your name? What was the guy's name?
Who?
What is his name? The guy. What's his name?
Oh, was it Crazy Indiana Trucker?
Okay, Crazy Indiana Trucker. You know who might make one for a selfie? Texomatic Pictures. The absolute best filmmaker that we have on the internet, in the trucking genre anyway. So look up Texomatic or James Crowley. He might make you one. He made Pale Rider's intro. Just a suggestion if you don't feel good making one yourself. It's really not that hard to do.
And a question of my own. Now, for those of you that don't know, previous to where Jack works now, or where his truck is leased onto now, he was leased on at Night Transportation, where I started driving OTR. But I would like to know, not to go too deep into it, but how are you liking it here at Traveloco now that you're over here and all of your followers know about it and everything? How are you liking it?
That is a can of worms there.
It is. That's why I said I don't want to go too deep.
Every time double mention, it seems like it draws. People get upset and I mean, you and Ike have been on the front lines. You're all bloody from battle over Traveloco, but I know it's been a good decision for me and for you guys too. I'm very happy. Before I was actually hired, I met the owner, and you were actually there, Will.
Yep, in Louisville.
I sat down with him. Yeah, I sat down with him and I said, Eddie, what makes Traveloco different? Why is your philosophy different, more different than anyone else's? And he looked me right in the eye and he said, transparency. I wasn't expecting that at all. And I really didn't know what he meant. Now that I'm travel loco, I see that all the way from the beginning, when I get a dispatch, I'm responsible from then all the way through to the end. There's no dispatchers lie in, planners lie in and try to get you to do their load. You get to do the load that you want. And for me, it's been a good choice. Hopefully, you will, and Ike and everybody else that's on board, I think when you sit down with Ed, you'll see he really does want to communicate that transparency in the delivery process.
And I know a question, I saw it go through here. I'm not sure who said it, but they want to know, how's Old Red doing? How's that truck doing?
She's doing, I'm on my, still haven't had one issue with my engine since Cummins rebuilt it. It's been 2 years now. And I'll show you my mileage. I don't know if you can see that.
No, your video is lagging, but what do you got? Just tell us what it is.
She's got 163,000 miles. And so I'm well over that 1,000,000-mile mark. And just on my new engine that was put in 2 years ago, I haven't had any problems, no issues. Things like what happened with the fuel tank 2 weeks ago, I was coming up and over Flagstaff and my fuel tank split open and all my fuel was dumping out all over the place. I don't think that's because my truck is her age. I can just say that's because of the roads. I'm really not sure what.
She's
doing good. I really appreciate him.
There's a comment here. It says it's from Danny Scott. I'll read his comment first, and there's one more. Danny Scott says, Jack, you are an inspiration to all of us, and I can definitely tell you that as far as YouTube goes, a lot of the guys on YouTube, from a video making standpoint, we definitely watch what Jack is doing all the time. He's always trying to push it and make basically movies out of the footage that he shoots while on the road, which is awesome, because a lot of people don't make those longer videos. And I know you and I had a conversation before where you said that the people that subscribe to you sometimes get upset if you put something out there that's, less than 30 minutes long.
That's true. It's been a discussion that I've had over the years quite a few times. When I do try to make more videos to make them shorter, people really object to that. So I'm just going to stick with the longer ones. And thank you, by the way, Danny. It'd be interesting to know if you actually make films yourself, and tell us what your channel is. If you can put that in the links here, and we'll check out what you're making, or any for that matter. I don't have time to watch everybody's video, but put your links in the comments here, and we'll check them out. Thanks, Danny.
And then Ty Har commented that, in his opinion, Indiana Jack makes the best no-nonsense videos for trucking on YouTube. So I think that means a lot too,
Well, thank you very much. I have a good time doing it. I try to find different things to shoot it. Unfortunately, a lot of times it's the same old thing, but you just try to make a story out of a new day, Thank you.
Here's a good question I'd like to... Josh Peterson asked, if you were to buy a new truck, what kind would you buy?
Boy, you know what? Everybody asks me that question. Money were no object. I go out and I drive every truck. Snowballs, Freightliner, Peterbilt, Kenworth, everything, and I think I make my decision then. I'm really not, even though I've driven my truck Old Red for 10 years now, I'm not partial to Volvos. I like it, but I would consider a Freightliner only because of service, because you can get a Freightliner service anywhere, but I have trouble sometimes getting service on my Volvo. That's my only hesitation with Volvo. I'm happy with Volvo. But I'm sorry I can't give you a more specific diehard fan. I'm a Peterbilt fan. I've driven them all, but there's little things of all of them I've liked.
A lot of people are saying that they do love the longer videos. Tom Baffa comments, he says, yes, I have my morning coffee while watching Jack's videos. So a lot of people like the long form video, Jack.
I have gotten messages over the years that people are in an office job, in an office, and they're watching my video, and then their boss comes in and they have to hurry up and shut the video down. I've had people see that, but that's interesting. I will try to keep up. The thing about the long videos, I should just tell you, it takes me longer to make them. So you see fewer videos if I make the longer videos. So that's the only thing. People get a little bit impatient.
Right.
That's why, because it takes longer.
I
don't know how you do it, Bill. I don't know if you ever sleep. You're just always making videos. Like you'll go to sleep, and then the next morning you wake up and you have 5 videos that are pretty decent videos. And I don't mean just your talking head videos. I mean full-on videos like I make. So I'm passing a little bit on back to you. Over the years, you've really gotten good with the films that you're making.
I appreciate it. I can definitely tell you, getting a random text message from you that you watched one of the videos that I put up and that you enjoyed it, that it goes a long way. Let me see here. What did Ty Har post another comment? He said, where'd it go? It's actually good. Oh, I think a good camera view would be attached to the top of the sleeper as far back looking forward. So if I think that would be a great view too, Ty, but getting the camera up there would prove difficult, I think.
There isn't any place that I haven't put the camera in this truck to get shots. I've mounted it every place. I don't do it all the time, but if you watch my films over almost the last 10 years, you know that I do try to get different shots, maybe not as much recently, but I've even had a camera on the very roof of my truck. The mount is still up there. But here, that's a good shot. That shot that you're talking about is a good idea. Maybe we can explore that a little bit more.
Let's see, what kind of other questions you guys got here? I'm looking through. If you got another question, post it up there. We're going to wrap this up here in a couple minutes. Tom wants to know, how did you get the lady in France to do the intro for the live feed today?
I will confess, that is my niece.
That's your niece.
She's, that is my niece, my brother's youngest kid. Her name is Ashley, and I called her when I was sure I was going to do the video, and on her way to the airport going to London, I said, hey, can you put together this video for me? I told her what it was, so she did that on her own, and she did a good job just winging it. Like us YouTubers, we wing it. That's what she was doing, too.
Lightning Fan says that he enjoys it when you splice in shots from under the trailer. They like seeing the view underneath there.
Lightning, I have a trailer now where I don't have skirts on it. She has no skirts on, so I can get some on the shot.
Nick Williams says that he loves your videos. They're well put together. Let's see, what else do we got up here? Oops. Here's a question. What's your favorite what's your favorite shot that you've ever gotten in a video? So, like, you know, your favorite view.
You know, shot that guy was just talking about, having the camera mounted on the top on the back. I was coming out of LA one morning, headed to Phoenix, that route that we both knew so much going back from LA to Phoenix.
Yeah.
I had that camera mounted. I had that camera mounted back there where he just told us, facing into the sun, and that's one of my favorite shots. I use that occasionally in other videos too. It shows Driver and it shows the cactus and the sunset or sunrise, and just the mountains look way to Phoenix. It's an awesome view. So I would have to say that. If not GoPro on the side with trucks passing me, you get the right cool truck, and you get the two views, the rear facing and the forward facing. If you get the right truck, you know, those are the shots that I really like to get.
And then we got about 2 more minutes here, and then we'll close it down. But I know that, and most people might not know this, but you used to live in Southern California, and now you live in Florida. How are you liking it over there? And if you don't mind, I mean, what was the main reason that you decided to move out east?
I moved back to Florida because I have family there. Brother lives there. My nieces and nephews are there. And that was the main reason. I was sick of California. How is the trucking going in Florida? It's not so good. Loads coming out of Florida aren't very good, but they are what they are. I enjoy it. I enjoy the freeway, the nice, smooth, beautiful freeways in Florida. But the fare doesn't pay anything. That's the only bad thing. So you always get a good paying load coming out of Florida.
And then to kind of close it out, I'll ask you one more question. If you weren't making content and you had more free time, who would you be watching? If you're just watching content, and not maybe not somebody that people know. So, you know, you can't pick me or Ike Stevens or Jay Cannell. Who's someone that's kind of under the radar that most people don't know about that you like to watch or you would be watching?
Until a couple of months ago that I got unlimited data that I could even start watching YouTube videos, because I didn't have enough Wi-Fi to be able to watch other people's videos, surprisingly enough. I still don't watch a lot of YouTube videos. I'll have to say my little nephew, he's only 12, but he's trying to make good videos, so he's one. I'm obligated to say him. But I don't really have, I can't say a favorite. Okay, one favorite lately is I do watch Trucker's Coach for information. That guy is packed with information, and I listen to him, you know, I learn a lot, kind of like Kevin Rutherford. To be as far as information, not visual images.
He's a co-worker of ours now, Jack. He's a co-worker of ours now.
I know he is. I think It takes a man to admit when they made a mistake, like when he was at war with you and I, and he flip-flopped, and for a good reason. He saw what was the right thing to do, and he did it, and I think that's a good thing. You know, that answers your question.
Okay, guys, we're going to close this out. Jack and I both got some more work to do today. But I do want to tell you that the link to Jack's channel is in the description of this video. Please make sure you go and check out Jack's content, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell. Hopefully we'll be able to do this again, Jack, when we've got better video and audio quality. And if you guys have any questions for Jack, go to his newest video that he has up and leave your questions in the comments over there. And I'm sure he'll be able to get back to you. Is there anything you want to add on, Jack?
No, thank you very much, Bill. I really appreciate you inviting me on your show here. It's been quite an experience talking with everybody and hearing what everybody has to say and all the comments, and I really appreciate that, and thanks for all the things over the past few years. Thanks, Bill.
Most definitely. All right, guys, everybody stay safe. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share the video. And you can visit Indiana Jack. Yeah, you can visit indianajack.com or check the link in the description to find out more about Jack and watch his videos. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.